What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Harry the Horse Barbecue. And today we are making a smoked cheesecake for this upcoming holiday season. That's right, I'm making my family's classic New York style cheesecake. We're throwing it on the fat stack to pick up some amazing smoke flavor, hit it with an amazing strawberry sauce, and then we'll slice on in to taste how creamy and delicious this cheesecake is. It's not the holidays around the horse stables without this cheesecake. Let's get it.
Harry the Horse Barbecue.
A New York style cheesecake is such a classic around the holiday season. A couple times a year my family whips up this cheesecake and we indulge in how creamy, delicious, and amazing it actually is. This cheesecake serves as a great foundation for any other flavor profiles you're trying to go with a cheesecake. You could turn this into a chocolate cheesecake, pumpkin cheesecake, chocolate peanut butter cheesecake. The list goes on and on. But at the end of a big holiday meal, I love to indulge in a big old slice of creamy, delicious New York cheesecake. Cheesecakes are normally cooked in a water bath in a humid environment, so a cheesecake will transition perfectly to the barbecue world by picking up some smoke flavor and adding a little extra dimension to the cheesecake at the end of the day. So let's whip one up barbecue style on the fat stack smoker. So in order to make this cheesecake, we gotta go shopping for something expensive. Let's go. This one's too big to fall from the ceiling, y'all. That's right, you're gonna need a KitchenAid mixer for this one. So, ain't she a beaut? It's got a lift bowl attachment too. See? But this tool is gonna make this job a hell of a lot easier. But before we need to use this, we gotta make our crust for our cheesecake. Let's make a crust. Now I'll have the full recipe in the description down below, but essentially this is 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs, 2 tablespoons sugar, and I got a half a stick of melted butter. I'm just gonna mix this around. You're essentially looking for the consistency of wet sand here, where I can sort of bunch it together into our springform pan. I like to do a little at a time so I can sort of set the foundation, just moving around and pressing in with my hand. And I think this is looking really good. In the freezer for about 30 minutes, then we'll get our filling in. Let's make a super velvety and creamy cheesecake filling with this beautiful new KitchenAid mixer. This filling starts with 4 packages of cream cheese. And now let's mix this until it's nice, smooth, and creamy. 8 ounces of sour cream. Let's mix that together. In with our sugar. In with some cornstarch. And some vanilla. Keep on mixing. While this mixes, we're gonna go in with each of our eggs, one at a time. Here's our crust from the freezer and our finished batter. Let's put them together. In we go with this smooth and creamy cheesecake filling. We can do a little tap dance. And that should hopefully remove any air bubbles that are present in the batter. I'm gonna transfer our cheesecake into a big aluminum pan and fill this pan up with water until it comes up about 1/3 of the height of the cheesecake pan, because we're gonna cook this in a water bath in a smoker that has a water pan already in it. This holiday cheesecake is all mixed up and in a pan, and it's ready for the cooker. So let's go fire up the cooker. All right, y'all, the fat stack is running a little over 200 degrees and I'm still having this big issue with the wet wood. That is gonna make this cheesecake cook extremely delicate because we don't wanna over smoke the cheesecake. So this process might be more of a cold smoke where I'll get some good smoke on the cheesecake for about an hour or 2 and then transfer it to the oven. So enough horsing around, let's go grab that cheesecake and get it on the cooker. And let's go. New York style holiday smoked cheesecake coming up for y'all. Let's get it on the cooker. Up and under. Okay, we're gonna go right in the center. Now you would ideally want to cook this cheesecake at about 300 to 325 degrees, but you can also cold smoke this like I'm doing here. I've got the smokestack wide open to maximize airflow. I've got a water pan on the water pan shelf, in addition to the water pan that the cheesecake is sitting in. My guess is we're running this fire at about 225 to 250. I'll bring y'all back when it looks like this cheesecake has taken on some really nice smoke flavor, but until then, let's close it down. Boom, shaka-laka, laka-la. I wonder if I can make a cheesecake that is so creamy that you don't even have to chew. Chew, chew. Chew? Chew rhymes with blue. What's that? You see a blue? Where? There's our blue. Nothing pairs better with cheesecake than a crisp cold Canadian Pilsner. Gotta stock up on a few more of these for the holidays. Our cheesecake is done cooking. You'll have to excuse me, my throat's a bit hoarse. Let's unveil this bad mamma jamma. Ooh, and just look at this beautiful smoky cheesecake. If I had to guess, this was in the smoker for about 2 hours, rocking around 200 to 225 degrees. I kept it in the smoker until it was getting the color that I wanted, looking a bit lighter color than what you see right now. That smoke started to penetrate and work its way through, and darkened up as the cheesecake continued to cook. After that 2-hour mark, I took the cheesecake out of the smoker, threw it in a 350-degree oven until the middle was just about completely set. It still had a little wiggle to it. Then I shut the oven off. I let this cool on the rack in the oven for about a half an hour, then loosen the edges of the pan and let it continue to cool for about another 45 minutes. I mean, I've got no complaints. I just wonder if it tastes smoky enough. But for now, we're going to dome this, and we're gonna chill this down completely overnight. To firm this up, chill it down, I'll bring you back for a homemade whipped cream and a homemade strawberry sauce to pair with this ultimate holiday smoked cheesecake. See y'all tomorrow. Now, a plain smoked New York cheesecake would be perfect at the end of a holiday meal, but a couple of different toppings will take this cheesecake to the next level. So let's level up this cheesecake by making a homemade strawberry sauce. The strawberry sauce is gonna start off with 1 package of strawberries that I cut in half. I'm gonna follow that with a 1/2 cup of sugar. We're gonna put this on the heat and let it go. Strawberries are one of those fruits that do not contain a lot of pectin. Pectin is a soluble fiber found in fruits that allow things like jams and jellies to thicken up as you cook them. This strawberry sauce will not, so we're gonna make a bit of a slurry to help thicken up that sauce. Start with a tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm gonna eyeball about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And lastly, in with a splash of vanilla. In with our slurry, back onto low heat. You can see our strawberry sauce is starting to thicken. I added a handful of fresh strawberries to this and just stirred them in. Now I'm gonna hit this with a pinch of flake salt. Our homemade strawberry sauce is ready for the cheesecake. Let's cool this down and make our next topping. Our cheesecake wouldn't be complete if we didn't make some homemade whipped cream to go on top. So let's make some. This whipped cream starts off with everything being very, very cold. And I've got a cup of very cold, heavy whipping cream. In we go. We don't want this to be overly sweet, so we're going in with a tablespoon of sugar. And lastly, a teaspoon of vanilla. We're gonna mix this on medium-high speed. Oh yeah, that's tasting good. If y'all can see, our whipped cream really thickened up. It's gonna be a perfect topping for that cheesecake. Let's assemble the ultimate holiday cheesecake. Now that's looking like some amazing smoked cheesecake. I gotta try this. I've been dying to try this for so long. Ooh. That is super delicious, but also very interesting. It actually tastes like barbecue. Maybe it's because I've cooked this on a smoker where I've cooked a lot of proteins. It's so good though. Wow, you can actually smoke a cheesecake. It's got an interesting barbecue flavor, which is kind of what I was going for. I wasn't going for a super traditional or classic cheesecake, even though the recipe is very traditional and classic, but I'll tell you, but it also has a super creamy inside, not overly sweet. You don't immediately think that this is smoked, but then on the back end, once you've worked through that delicious syrupy sauce, that pillowy, cloudy whipped cream, you get this hint of like, it almost tastes like the essence of barbecue. Like, think about how the bark of like a brisket or beef ribs taste. That's kind of the sensation that I'm getting. It took on almost like a fatty sensation of eating brisket or beef ribs. That's kind of what I'm picking up, and I honestly don't mind it. Who has ever had smoked cheesecake? Not many, I'll tell you that. But this cheesecake is not horsing around. This smoked cheesecake is so good, I just can't stop. Hello. Hold your horses. This is ridiculous. I tell you what, your holiday meal is not complete unless you're having a cheesecake, let alone a smoked cheesecake. One of my all-time favorite desserts right here. And we made it barbecued. That's insane. Who would have thunk? I know Christmas may be over, but cooking one of these up for New Year's, future Christmas, future birthdays, make this one for Valentine's Day, no one is gonna be disappointed in this. It's got this fatty sensation that lingers on your tongue and on your lips, like how the fat gets all sticky and rendered on a brisket or beef ribs. That's that sensation I'm feeling. And it's honestly really good. This one cannot be beat. This cheesecake always puts me into a Christmas coma, so I'm gonna go fall asleep and dream about some cheesy lyrics. Whoa, am I popping bottles in this dream? Cool. Yeah, we made a creamy, smoky, cheesy dessert in a cake form. Flavor so good that it makes me wanna perform. Took a classic cheesecake and we made it transform. Sit by the fire and get nice and warm while I sing jingle bells, jingle bells. Hold your horses, gotta stop and tell y'all Happy New Year from your favorite horse. Subscribe to the channel, yes you should, of course. Thank you all for tuning in to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel below. We're going all out for the holidays, so make sure you hit that sub button. You know we got that smoky exterior to that cheesecake, so go ahead and leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below with your favorite holiday dessert. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we're posting new content, and you can follow me on Instagram at Harry the Horse Barbecue. Tag me so I can see what y'all are cooking because it really inspires me to get outside and cook. And with that being said, there's only one more thing, y'all. This one is going straight to the horse's mouth. Happy holidays, y'all, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.